Okay. Hello. Welcome to an evening yoga flow. I am Austin, and I'm joined with my faithful companion, Atlas, who is my lab. So, today we're going to be doing a basic vinyasa flow with a complete articulate range of movement warm up. It'll probably be about 45 minutes, and then we're going to do a cool down session with a short meditation practice. So I invite you to begin in Hero's Pose or in Sukhasana, Easy Pose. We're going to begin interlacing our arms across our shoulders, and we're going to begin the complete articulate range of movement motion, beginning with our head and then working our way down. So you're just going to maintain circular motions with your head, tying this into the breath, doing this a couple times around. Deep inhales and exhales here, tying the breath in as you go up to the top and maybe exhaling as you go around in a circle. If there's any particular areas of tension, then it's good to hang out in that area and just kind of work it around. You shouldn't feel any sharp pains or anything. And switching directions. If you have any music going, and now is the time to get groovy with it. I have some nice yoga beats going in the background. And there's something called a Ujjayi breath, which is basically, it sounds like you're fogging the mirror with your breath. So you're breathing, kind of closing the airway on the bottom of your throat, and on your exhale, it's kind of like a fogging the mirror kind of thing. And on the inhale, you maintain that as well, and it's very good if you can maintain that throughout the entire practice. So after we've warmed up our neck, we're going to go into the shoulders. So with your hands grabbing the tops of your shoulders, just make some gentle rotations. Also tying this into the breath. You can go big circles, you can go little circles. You're just kind of starting to warm up the joints here. Remember that you're bringing a new body to the mat every single day, so there's no use in being frustrated over movement or a pose that maybe you got yesterday that you can't get today. It's just a new experience every time that you come onto the mat. And switching directions. Just making circular motions with your elbows. Next, we're going to move into the other parts of your arm, such as the elbow. And you're basically going to isolate one arm, rotate your thumb in one direction, and then maintain that rotation as if you're going this way. And at the top, rotating your thumb inboard and pushing down. This is going to start lubricating the shoulder, your elbow. I'm doing this a couple times, also tying into the breath. Remember to breathe through this entire exercise as you go on. We're going to be doing this a couple times. It's very important to warm up all of your joints before you go into this stuff, especially if you've been on the desk, crouching over a computer all day. Maybe you're working in a lumberyard, I don't know. And switching directions. This is also a good opportunity to set an intention to the practice. So think of something that you're grateful for and kind of donate this entire practice to that. So if there's a person that inspired you, or if the weather's nice, if you have a higher power, you can donate it to that. I have a dog, so he'll be my center of attention. My gratefulness towards him will be devoted for this practice. Couple more times on the left. Next we're going to rotate out the wrists a little bit. Just starting to get them slightly warmed up, reaching out here. Just gentle circles. Cracks and pops are a good thing. You can get movie with it too as you go on. We're then going to go into the torso. So keeping your abs tight and once again closing your arms around your shoulders. With your chest extended outwards, you're going to start rotating, tying this into the breath as well. Starting to wake up the spine. Maybe tying the in-breath in as you go in and the out-breath as you circle around. Trying to maintain that ujjayi breath. Fogging the mirror. And switching directions. Remembering not to let your chest or shoulders cave in forward during this. Especially if you have been crunched over at a desk all day, typing at a computer. Everything's going to be rotated in towards that screen. Alright, good job. Next we're going to come onto our backs and start rotating and waking up our hip sockets. So with your left leg extended, bring your right knee up. Interlacing this, you're going to basically put your right hand on top of your right knee and just start doing some gentle circles right here. Rotating around and waking up the right hip socket. Remembering to maintain your breath while you're doing this. Breath awareness is key. And switching directions. If you feel any sharp pains, don't do that. And lowering this down, your left leg comes up, same deal. Rotating this around in some gentle circles to start waking up that hip socket. Also tying this into the breath and switching directions. Giving both knees a nice hug. And readying your right leg up, interlacing your fingers behind your right hamstring. We're going to start warming up everything else in your legs. So on the inhale, your foot rises up towards the sky with your heel extending up as if you're pushing the sky up. And on your exhale, you come down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, lowering down. Repeating this a couple more times on your own pace. With each successive lift, try to drive your foot towards your face a little bit more. After a couple rounds of these, we're going to remain with our leg facing up towards the sky and starting to do some rotations with the ankle. Start waking up the ankle joints. You can flex your feet, you can rotate them around. Just remember that you're just watching your breath this entire time. And switching directions. you have any areas of resistance, then it'd be good to focus on that for a little bit. You can flex the toes, pointing your feet up towards the sky. You can rainbow your toes, just crunch them up, release. It's kind of moving around in all directions. On your exhale, gently lowering this foot to the ground and repeating the same thing on the other side. Interlacing your hands behind your hamstring, your foot raises up towards the sky. On your exhale, lowering it down. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lowering it down. And repeating this again at your own pace, as long as you tie it into the breath. Remembering to try to squeeze it more towards your head a little bit. Now we're going to begin some ankle rotations. It's easy to start going fast on these, but you just got to remember slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And switching directions. Pointing your feet up towards the sky, flexing your toes around, rainbowing them, moving them around here. Cracks and pops are good. And lowering it down. We're going to meet at the top of our mat. Gently supporting yourself as you come up. And we're going to do a couple of sun salutations as I fix my headband really quickly. So, inhale, arms go up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold.